Alright, Cryptonauts, welcome back. I am here with my co-host, Jake Jaboreli, to give you the top 10 daily stats, as well as your crypto news of the day. Alright, Jake, go ahead and give us the top 10 daily stats.
Alright, well, head on over to CoinGecko.com and we'll talk about the top 10 here. In the number one space, as almost always has been since the advent of all Bitcoin. Bitcoin.
How much is one Bitcoin worth?
48,512 as of this last. I'm going to refresh just to be sure I'm still at that number here. 48,265 as of this refresh, with a 7-day gain of 7.2% and a market cap of still coming in close, $900 billion. Very close to $1 trillion. We're getting back up there again, hopefully soon.
Nice, yeah.
Bitcoin did crest over 50,000, I believe you said today earlier, but it came back down again.
Mm-hmm.
So in second place is Ethereum, it's currently $3,170, a 7-day gain of 4.2%, and a market cap of $372.7 billion. Still quite a bit less than half, but I bet you Ethereum's going to catch up. It's been doing exceptionally well this week, with a price of $265, which is about 10 cents in the last time we talked about it. 7-day total gain of 24.7%.
Wow.
Pardon me, 24.9%. And a market cap of $85 billion. Binance Coin, not a stable coin, it's just their coin for their website. It pegged at about $500 even. Also gained about 25%, very close to Cardano. And a market cap that's also closing in on Cardano of about $78 billion. Tether, in place number 5 here, is flat, like it should be, because it's a stable coin. But its market cap is $65 billion, so it's a little behind Binance Coin. XRP, or Ripple, is in place 6 with $1.14 current price, and a slight decline in the 7-day value of 1%. But a market cap of $53.3 billion. Dogecoin in 7th place with a price of a little less than 30 cents. It fell down a little bit, about 6.5% in the last week. Its current price is 28.5 cents or $0.285. And its market cap is about $37.5 billion. USD coin, another stable coin for Coinbase, pardon me. And of course it's stable because it's a stable coin. And it hasn't really fluctuated much, but its current market cap is about $27 billion. Polkadot is in place 9 at the moment, with a price of $25.35. It has also gone up nearly 5% in the last 7 days, and is almost perfectly matched USD Coin's current market cap at about $26 billion. Actually, about $1 billion different, but we're talking billions here. And then in last place, last place on the top 10. I mean, that's still not bad, right? Solana, with a price of $71.36, falling about 3.5% in the last 7 days, and a market cap of a little less than $21 billion. That is your top 10 today. Remember, if you're here, you should probably be collecting your candies. So go over there and click on that candy jar, and you get your latest candies. I know we don't do this podcast every single day, so you guys need to keep up in between and get your stacked candies.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What's our total overall market cap for the day?
Total market cap as of right now, as of the last refresh of this website, is $2.145 trillion. Up very tiny percent over the last 24 hours.
I got
still above $2 trillion. If you remember this, the highest peak it ever reached there in April was $2.6 trillion. So we're still about $500 million away from the absolute top cap we've ever seen. But that was when Bitcoin was at $63,000.
Mm-hmm. So the trick question is, how much is one Bitcoin worth?
My Bitcoin's supposedly worth close to $50,000, right?
Oh man, OGs would get you for this one. OGs would get you for this one for sure. One Bitcoin is worth one Bitcoin. Enough said.
Oh, you're right.
You're so gonna get it. Watch. You're so gonna get it. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're gonna get ready for the crypto news. I wrote an article here on Reddit. Make sure you check out our Reddit channel, or what is it? So it's called a subreddit, right? Subreddit.
Yep.
So here's an article that I found on the internet that I went ahead and rewrote in my own words. So appreciate it. Okay, give some thumbs up. What do you call this? Arrow up? Arrow ups? Some fire. Give us some fire. We would like some fire. Okay, here we go. Tyga, the American rapper, launches OnlyFans competitor. Tyga, the American rapper, launches OnlyFans competitor. Last week, OnlyFans announced that it plans to remove all its adult content by October 1st. OnlyFans made the decision after potential investors refused to invest in OnlyFans unless adult content was removed. Immediately thereafter, crypto enthusiasts suggested that decentralized platforms and cryptocurrencies be used by the adult content providers. Tyga, being an OnlyFans user himself, was against the decision made by OnlyFans to remove adult content and ultimately announced his exit from the platform. Tyga announced that he will be launching his own platform that is a direct competitor of OnlyFans. MyStar platform will provide content creators more freedom and more earnings. MyStar is being built on the Ethereum network and will give content creators the freedom to sell their content and NFTs. As the good part is that they will get a higher percentage of the earnings. The MyStar platform is set to launch in October. The site is currently up and allowing content creators to sign up ahead of the launch. And this was referenced by newsbtc.com.
Okay. Good. I really appreciate this. That someone's actually taking the initiative to.
Now I didn't know, and I didn't write this in here. But Tyga actually has like a whole business built around this. He has a bunch of adult content creators. He has a business. Like, that's what he does. This is where he makes his millions. I mean, I'm not an OnlyFans person. I don't really. I mean, I know what goes on there, but I didn't think that you can actually have a corporate business, branching off of OnlyFans. This guy, that's what he has. And now he's just like, you know what? I'll just do my own platform on crypto. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's doing it, because if there's one thing that pushes the internet, it's porn.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. All right. Make sure you check us out on Discord. Obviously, if you go to Reddit, the link is right there. Also on our website, www.c3media.tech. Letter C, number 3, media.tech. All right, second news, which I did not write, and I just want to talk about, is that Bitcoin, not crypto, Bitcoin, as you all know by now, because Jake did mention it earlier, is that Bitcoin did surpass $50,000 for the first time in a few months. Obviously, that is a signal for a bull run. Right now, we're having a minor correction. The big goal is to try to pass 51. Did I say million? 51,000. 51,000. Once it passes 51,000, there's a lot of speculation that that's when it's really going to start launching off. But as long as it keeps finding resistance at 50,000 and it keeps bouncing back, and we don't break through that, then we're going to go sideways for a good while. So the goal is to hopefully in the short term we pass 51,000, and that's where things are going to go up. Obviously, I'm not a professional day trader, so I don't really know how this goes. I'm a big-time hodler. I've always hodled. I don't want to say I've always hodled. I'm a hodler now, so I don't really keep track of how this sways up or down. I'm holding for very, very many, and gobs of years. All right, Jake, I'm going to pass this over to you.
Alrighty, so from Decrypt, and from Andrew Hayward, I found this particular article rather funny. Why Budweiser now has a dick pic NFT in his Ethereum wallet. Budweiser made a splash in the crypto market late Tuesday as Anheuser-Busch-owned beer brand purchased NFT collectibles, including beer.eth, the Ethereum name service domain. But a glance at Budweiser Ethereum wallet reveals some other surprising NFTs, which are either hilarious or unsettling depending upon your perspective. For example, why is there a cartoonish penis from the PP Boys NFT collection that's dressed up like Harry Potter? Why also is there a crudely scribbled minimalistic cock drawing from the Minimal Cocked NFT set? There's also a crypto dick butt NFT, and others varying collections that look like off-brand copycats of sets like Pudgy Penguins and Ether Rocks. There's no shame in collecting phallic NFTs, and if that is Budweiser's prerogative, then more power to them. Go nuts, pun intended. There's tens of thousands of them on the leading secondary market, OpenSea. But that's probably not what happened here. Most likely, crypto enthusiasts have been sending their oddball NFTs to Budweiser's wallet after the address was ultimately revealed as part of Budweiser's Twitter universe. An NFT acts like a deed of ownership to a digital item, including drawings of body parts and plenty more. So, Budweiser now owns these images, even if they didn't seek them out. Crypto wallets are pseudonymous, relying on a string of letters and numbers to identify them rather than an easily identifiable name or moniker. However, when a person or company reveals itself as the owner, that opens up the potential for abuse in the form of receiving unwanted assets, regardless of intent. Whether you see it as antagonistic trolling, goofy fun. This certainly isn't the first instance of it happening to high-profile subjects entering the crypto world. In fact, when Visa announced its purchase of a pricey CryptoPunk NFT on Monday, the wallet soon gained potentially controversial collectible alongside. That wallet now has NFT images featuring penises, breasts, and piles of dog poop, along with a wide array of other collectibles. And the Ethereum name service NS domain for feetpic.eth.
Never heard of that.
Yeah. Anyways, if you look up celebrity feet on Google, you'll find a lot. People seem to be obsessed with them, strangely enough. Those are two of the highest profile examples to date, but there are others. For example, New York Times tech columnist Kevin Roose recently implored readers to please stop sending me your tokens after writing about pudgy penguins. And when billionaire investor Mark Cuban got into NFTs and crypto in a big way earlier this year, his wallet was inundated with such incoming NFTs. Some of the people sending NFTs to multiple brand wallets, of course, too. So you'll see some of the collections represented in both wallets tied to Visa and Budweiser NFT purchases. Plus, the creator of NFT called A Gift for Budweiser also similarly mocking NFTs to both Visa and Coca-Cola. On that note, Coca-Cola was also sent an NFT masturbate, along with many other curious creations. In any case, without going into much more detail, the point of this is that your wallet is out there in the public eye, and it's all very public, and with the exception of Monero, everything you do, everything the transaction you do, if it's known that you're operating that wallet and you're some of import, you're probably going to get some spam.
And that's exactly what it is. It's straight up spam. It just now spam has moved over to the decentralized platforms. But just imagine the same exact thing that you would get in your email. That's why you want to keep your email nice and secure, nice and safe, nice and private. Obviously, you want to try to keep your private address as private as possible. But hey, there's always a chance that you're going to get some kind of spam like this.
And who knows? Maybe those NFTs will be worth something someday, right?
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? That's crazy, right? Yeah. All right.
Am I going to do the next one, or are you going to do the next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So another one from Decrypt, and this one seems to be important because it's certainly blowing up right now, which is ironic considering what the name of it is. Avalanche is up 113% since its launch of a $180 million incentive program.
Wow.
Go figure, right? The price of AVAX, or Avalanche, the native token of a scalability-focused blockchain platform Avalanche, has more than doubled since its developers launched a decentralized finance incentive program last week. DeFi is a growing niche in crypto, which seeks to offer many of the same financial services as banks or brokers, such as lending and borrowing without using a centralized entity. At the same time as writing, AVAX was trading around $49, up about 2.5% on the day, according to CoinGecko. The token's weekly price journey, however, was much more impressive. On August 17th, the day before Avalanche Rush program was announced, AVAX hovered around $22. The token's price has increased about 122% since then. Avalanche is an open source platform for financial primitives and decentralized applications akin to Ethereum. Avalanche has, however, been designated with scalability and fast confirmation times as top priorities. Avalanche Rush, which kicked off the price rally is a $180 million liquidity mining incentive program for DeFi applications, buoyed by an addition of two popular DeFi protocols, Aave and Curve Finance. These are both DeFi systems. Liquidity mining programs allow DeFi users to earn extra tokens on whatever yield they already receive from putting them into a liquidity pool. Lenders can borrow money from the pool while contributors get passive income on their crypto. Avalanche Rush will be a showcase for users to see the power of Avalanche and go figure, right? And dive into a vibrant community at the cutting edge of decentralized finance, said Eamon Gun Sire, director of the Avalanche Foundation, in the announcement. I think to try to look at this the way it worked with Uniswap, when Uniswap finally did its airdrop, anybody who had invested the minimum amount got, I believe, 400 Uniswap tokens. And at the time, when it was announced, Uniswap was priced at $4. So everybody who got a single airdrop received $3,200
automatically
worth of Uniswap. Now, of course, that price dropped, which a lot of people were dumping it, but it came roaring back up, and it's worth more now than it was then. So, but this is, I think, what was happening with this Avalanche Rush, was people were like, oh, lots of money coming into the market. I think I'd like to get aboard that ship right now. And that's exactly why the prices, jumped more than 100%.
So is this like a fabricated value? I don't really understand how like minting coins all of a sudden just brings instant value to the coin itself. Is it real?
You saw them put $180 million in, right? So there's $180 million worth of value there.
Okay, so before they did the drop, they put $180 million.
Yep.
Okay. Well, if that's the case,
Dino did the same thing. They set the price at a certain amount and then artificially inflated it over time, and that was to promote it. And people, of course, have been going in there and taking that value out, and that's not surprising. But it does still promote the coin.
So I'm kind of curious. Is Avalanche sort of like a decentralized competitor to Celsius?
I would say it's a competitor to any of the other DeFis that are out there, right?
Okay.
Scalability focused blockchain is the primary idea here. I don't think of Celsius as really being scalability. Celsius is all about staking. So, although in the sense of what DeFi is defined as, then yes, of course, Celsius is DeFi, but it's not quite the same kind of direction as other DeFi programs are.
Right. Okay, I'll go ahead and take the next one, which is going to be the first one up on top, written by Jeff Benson. Court says coins from Bitcoin SV hack can't be transferred. Many prominent exchanges have stopped paying attention to Bitcoin SV the moment they delisted the cryptocurrency. Bitmart, an international exchange registered in the Cayman Islands with offices in New York and across Asia, didn't. The exchange's owner has been fighting in a court battle to prevent the transfer of BSV, allegedly stolen in a July 9th hack. A U.S. District Court judge has granted a preliminary injunction on Bitmart owner GBM Global Holdings Co., Ltd., preventing the alleged hackers whose names have not been publicly released from moving the BSV. The motion was granted by Judge Allison J. Nathan after the defendant failed to respond. In July, Bitmart filed for injunctive relief, arguing that 43 of the exchange's U.S. users were negatively impacted when hackers attacked the Bitcoin SV network and effectively reorganized transactions that had already occurred. As a result, they could spend coins twice. According to the filing, they had begun moving the assets across exchanges, including Binance and Huobi. Bitmart has frozen 92 accounts connected to the alleged fraud. Bitcoin SV, spearheaded by self-purported Bitcoin creator Craig Wright, is a fork of Bitcoin Cash, which itself is a fork of Bitcoin. Both Bitcoin Cash and the Bitcoin SV spun off over disputes over block size. Bitcoin Cash argued block size should be larger to facilitate more transactions, creating a cryptocurrency that works like cash. Imagine Bitcoin that people want to spend rather than merely save. Some within BCH, such as Wright, argued that BCH did not go far enough in this regard, leading to the foundation of Bitcoin SV, short for Satoshi's vision. One potential downside of a larger block size is reduced security because they require more resources and are therefore more expensive to run. As a result, they can become more centralized. In blockchains, decentralization is a security feature that prevents single points of attack. Indeed, security concerns may lead many cryptocurrency exchanges to stop listing BSV, lest they be on the hook for potential losses. And the losses are what they have been in store for BSV users. According to data from Nomics, BSV's price is down 5% since the beginning of the year. After racing a high of $441 in April, it has dropped to $162. Wait a minute, that's more than 5%, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. I did not even know, but this was out of my radar. I don't do Bitcoin SV or Bitcoin Cash. Yeah. So this is news to me.
Yeah, I didn't. I actually, because when these two split off from the other ones, I originally owned Bitcoin, and of course, if you own Bitcoin, you've got the other coins as well once they split. And because the prices kept dropping, I was like, I don't need this, I'm just going to sell it.
Oh, right. But you got to elaborate on that too, because I did have all my cryptos on an exchange, and unfortunately for me, those exchanges did not give their users that fork. They kept it. There was some backlash on the platform that I was using. I forgot the name of it. It was years ago. They no longer allow U.S. customers to be on their platform. But they eventually ended up giving people the crypto. But at that point, it already bottomed out. You know, it already went up to the top, and I'm sure they cashed out and then bought back in at the bottom, and then kept the profits from the top. Yeah, yep. That's scamish, dude. That's real scamish.
Yeah. There's a lot of scams going on there. It's hard to know which one's real and which one's not, right? Yeah. Is it a real scam or is it not a scam? In that sense, there's only one other article I wanted to just generally talk about, but not actually read.
Okay.
But that, the U.S. Treasury and in general the U.S.'s governing bodies are somewhat, I would say somewhat, definitely scared of crypto. They feel like they're, for the people who are in it for the sake of non-investors, I should say, people who bought into Dogecoin at 70 cents, they want to protect the people who don't understand what they're doing. And I totally follow the reasoning, the justification for it. But sometimes you got to let people fail. And I'm not saying you should let everybody fail, but if you don't let people fail, they won't learn.
They won't learn it, yeah.
And you can always offer education. Hopefully people heed it, but if they don't, it's really their loss. Now, if they want protection, they can create it, and that was what was happening. If there's enough people voted on asking the government to provide a protection service like FDIC, then they're going to try to do it. But the problem is that with the regulation is you also get restrictions, and as much as I see the purpose, I don't agree with all of their idealisms, and that's the thing that's bothering me. So the article is why crypto is skeptical of the Treasury's assurances that we should trust it on the infrastructure bill. And I can read the article, but I'm going to make this is my whole point, is that there's all these, don't worry about it, we've got it under control. I was like, the last time anybody said, don't worry, I've got this under control, you're just like, yeah, are they riding a rocket into outer space without a helmet on? Probably. So the ideal here is noble. The implementation of it is going to be horrific. And we already know this. If you live in the United States, you're well aware of how wonderful our tax code system is. I know I've harped on this before, but without going into detail, I don't want the government screwing around with this. They need to keep their hands off. Just hack away slowly, consider what you've already done with crypto and stick it there. If people want protection, they can buy protection, but the government should not be sticking their nose in on this, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully, private industry does something to offer people insurance. I mean, Celsius already did, right? They have an insurance plan on their crypto if you start with them. So, it's not like it's impossible. The government doesn't have to do this. I do kind of resent it when a person's like, you're too dumb to know how to not do this to yourself. Well, the child is not going to learn not to stick its hand in the fire if you just continue to keep it from sticking its hand in the fire. You need to let it burn itself, so it will understand not to stick its hand in the fire.
Ouch! It's hot.
I don't want any kid to come to harm, but if they keep doing it,
they'll learn. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to give my Spanish a little test here. Let's see if I can do this. Decrypt has Spanish articles, so I'm going to try this. Okay? I want to see if I can do this. I'm nervous, but let's see if we can do this. Okay, here we go. Un artículo por Exchange. Bitcoin supera los 50 millones por primera vez desde mayo. El Bitcoin volvió a alcanzar la marca de los 50 millones de dólares el domingo por la noche, un hito importante en el precio, ya que el mercado de las criptomonedas sigue saliendo de su caída de primavera y posterior desplome de verano. La mayor criptomoneda del mundo por capitalización de este mercado acaba de supera los 50 millones de dólares. En el momento de escribir este artículo ha subido un 2.6% en las últimas 24 horas, un 5.6% en la última semana y 55% en el último mes. Sigue CoinGecko. La última vez que Bitcoin alcanzó los 50 millones de dólares fue a mediados de mayo, justo después de que el CEO de Tesla, Elon Musk, dijera que su compañía ya no aceptaría Bitcoin como pago por sus coches debido a las preocupaciones medioambientales. Esa noticia, junto con una ofensa en China, hizo que el Bitcoin cayera a los días y semanas siguientes. Wow, that was a lot of work. I'm good. All right, that was my Spanish right there for the day. All right, do we have another article? Whew, I'm burnt.
I don't think I have any more articles after that.
Yeah, that's tough. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Cryptonaunts. Make sure you check us out on Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Reddit. Where else? There's a bunch of other places. I should actually pull that up right now. Give me a second here. Keep them distracted while I find this. Here we go.
We were talking earlier about the U.S. Treasury continuing on its crusade to protect the public. I was just thinking about Janet Yellen and her look in this image. It's so foreboding. It's kind of like, I don't fully trust that you, one, know what you're talking about, and two, can actually help to protect us. I mean, I didn't vote for her, not like it's a question of voting, but I wonder if it's the stringency or the strictness of trying to portray that you're actually serious when you have no idea what you're doing. And that always did bug me when a politician would fake their seriousness and, of course, immediately back down. But I don't think Janet Yellen, I don't think she's lying. I think she's dead serious. And it's just a tad bit bothersome to me to see somebody so serious about not really comprehending what they're doing. So, in any case.
All right, I found it. Thank you. Thank you for filling in. All right, so you can find our podcast on Discord, YouTube, Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcast, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Castbox. Just search for Cryptocurrency Chat or Blockchain John, and that should pull it up. Or just go directly to our website at c3media.tech. But definitely, I would prefer, personally, and I'm sure Jake can vouch for this, Discord. Come hang out with us in Discord. So with that said, Cryptonauts, Stack Sats, and Hodl. What else?
You didn't adios them.
Adios! I was waiting for you to fill it in. Adios. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see if you were gonna do it. Okay. Adios. Adios.